Okay, I'm back from my very first date after a very serious boyfriend. The guy was so nice. 50 years old, works in automotive, just a lovely gentleman. I had a great time. No sparks. I felt terrible telling him, I am looking for this nervous system connection. I am looking for that feeling I got from my ex-boyfriend. I didn't say that, but I am looking for that spark. And I thanked him so much, and I really did have a fun time, but we had nothing in common at all. He was a nice, lovely man. I did like that he has good parents, and, he really does want to take care of a woman. I didn't feel a spark. Nice looking gentleman, everything nice about him. Just no spark. Date 2 tomorrow.
Does not compute. Does not compute. Does not compute.
All right, fam, for those of you who recognize her, this is a queen from another audit where she said that she wanted a daddy dom. If you're curious, I'm going to post the other episode this queen was in the cards right now. So obviously that daddy dom, that 50 Shades of Chad, has alpha widowed this chick hard. I mean, she admitted that she went on a date with an older guy, a guy in his 50s. She must be in her 40s, actually mentioned that. And he checked a lot of boxes, but there was no spark, no chemistry. I guess in order to get the spark, she wants a guy who's going to grab her by her hair, bend her over his lap, and give her the daddy spanking energy. Because if being everything that women ask for and still there's no spark, well, that just goes to show you. Women can say a bunch of different things, but it doesn't really turn them on, does it? It doesn't give them that ex-boyfriend spark. AKA, you're just not Chad enough. Tell you what, all this does is qualify this woman for a pump and dump from here on out. I'm sorry, sister, but you have practically put yourself into a permanent category of for fun only, especially when you put your videos out on TikTok like this. Who wants to date somebody who puts out the relationships business out on blast like that? Moving on. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on.
I got 3 simple rules. Don't use me. Do not lie to me. And if you don't want to be around me, get out. I'm not holding you hostage.
I'm 39 years old and a little chubby. I've been single for 4 years. Men don't want to date me. Am I unattractive?
If I send you a selfie and you hit me back with a... No, that is why I ended my first marriage. I want a full review, okay?
If you're a man around 50, would you consider dating a younger woman of 30 or someone your age like me?
No. All right, to that first queen, she said that she has 3 rules. I'm pretty sure she's going to stand on business on all 3 rules. Yeah, sure, that's really believable. Let me guess. Those 3 rules really apply to the average Joes out there because the moment that a Chad/Tyrone comes in the picture, all of a sudden, rules are made to be broken. For the second single mom that's been alone for 4 years, is she not attractive because men don't want to date her? Well, that's real simple, queen. It's not that you're not unattractive. I'm pretty sure that there are men out there that are going to find you attractive enough for like a one-night pump and dump. But that's just it. You're attractive in the one category for a pump and dump. With all that ink on you and probably with like a whole snot load of baggage, you're not attractive enough to have a relationship with. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. Oh, as to the third queen with the dress exposing the girls out there, and she says, if I send you a selfie and you send me a thumbs up reply, no, this is why I ended my first marriage. Wow, great reason to end your first marriage. Oh, you want a full review? Sure. Your advanced post wall, the girls that you got on the front are more than likely your best feature, and it's the only thing that you can offer a man to keep him around longer because once he gets to know you, he doesn't want to stay long term. It's pretty obvious you don't have the best of attitudes there, honey. And to that fourth queen who's talking about, hey, if you're a man of 50, would you date a woman in her 50s like her, or would you rather date a woman of 30? Seriously, queen, why are you even asking that question? Men have been saying this for a long time. Yes, men will date a woman of 30. In fact, even younger than that, 25. It's like it doesn't matter how many times men say the same thing over and over again. You apply the womanese to it. Well, he said A, but I feel he meant B. But let me ask the question again. No, the answer is A. He meant A, that's what he's going with. I mean, hell, sister, you already know that men prefer to date young women. There's a reason why you put on 5 pounds of makeup, because you're trying to hide all the wrinkles and make yourself look younger. Moving on.
Do you want to hear something that is so ironic, so funny? Y'all, I don't make stuff up. It really happens. So I do have a Lawrence Labyrinth 79 Facebook page. And I had a DM. I was like, I don't even know how to check DMs on this. It was a man in my area asking me out. I don't have a whole lot of followers on that Facebook page. I just started it. Not really. Life's been crazy anyway. And so I was like, well, I'm curious, do you know me from TikTok, Instagram? He's like, no, your picture came across my page. And he goes, and I saw your video about being stood up 3 times in a row last Wednesday, which really happened. And he's like, and I just wanted to see if you wanted to go out. At this point, I'm still waiting for someone to ask me out and to actually show up. So I'm like, you know what? Tell me a little bit about you. See how the conversation's going. And so we start chatting a little bit. I tell him about me, what I'm looking for, what I'm on the dating sites for. So I let him know, you know what? My schedule is a little bit crazy till December. What is your availability? Mind you, this entire conversation started because he's like, hey, I'm so sorry you got stood up. Let me take you out. That is how the conversation started. So let's retract. I asked him what his availability is. Can you guess what he said? I bet you can't. He's available at the end of January. What? Sir, you are part of the problem. You are... Why are you asking me out for January? Why not start with that? I'm out of the country, but when I return in January, I would love to take you out. Still, I'd be like, who even knows what's happening in January? I don't know what's happening next week.
Mama say that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
Oh, wow, fam. So let me get this straight. You're saying it's November. This video is actually pretty recent, so we're still in November. This guy contacts you. You tell him up front, hey, listen, I'm really busy this whole month. I won't be able to see you until sometime in December. So you pushed the schedule out already. Pretty freaking far out there. And because he didn't jump on you saying, oh, I need to see you immediately. And when you asked him his schedule and he said, well, January, he's the problem. So because he pushed the schedule out further than you already pushed it, you're saying that those other men who are causing you problems. Oh, wow, the hypocrisy knows no bounds for you, huh, Queen? Listen, sister, do yourself a favor and why don't you just completely remove yourself from the entire dating game if you're going to play this game. I mean, you have the audacity to tell a guy, oh, wait 3 weeks to a month, but if he tells you, well, make that 2 months, oh, the nerve of that guy. And I'm pretty sure that there are plenty of women out there who are going to side with her saying, oh, yeah, he's in the wrong for asking her out when he comes back in January. What is he thinking? And they'll be completely oblivious to her pushing the schedule out several weeks. Listen, Queen, I don't know what the hell you're wanting, but it's not like your roast beef is being marinated right now and you're just telling him, hey, wait a couple weeks until it's nice and tasty so we can go out. You gotta stop being a hypocrite here, Queen. I think one of the biggest difficulties you're facing in your dating life is you're putting up these double standards as if you think that they can go one-sided like you want. In your mind, there's evidently no problems with it being one-sided like you want, and possibly over on the Tiki-Takis, you have an echo chamber of self-serving Akaweens just like you, saying, yeah, girl, you could push the date out. He can't do that. How dare he? Even though the guy said that he's out of the country. If the man is traveling, there's a greater than average chance that he is a higher level kind of man. He may be making better money, or he's got a pretty good job that has him traveling all the time. Either way, that would check several boxes that you women are looking for. And if you're not willing to wait a couple months for that, well then, I just gotta say, you don't deserve a man like that. It's pretty evident to this gorilla and probably a bunch of my male viewers as to why you're getting stood up in your dates. Probably because you're getting what you deserve, and then some. Moving on!
Okay, it is time for the full story of Mr. and Mrs. Midwest. Most of you know me as the unicorn who made the video with the Midwest couple who's like in an open relationship or whatever. And I've told the story like as it's been happening over segments. You can go back and look at those videos. They're pretty crazy. I was in my feels a lot because it really caught me off guard. But now I'm going to share the whole story. Although all the like explicit details, that's going to be on my grown-up channel, which you can find through my bio. Okay, so I met Mr. and Mrs. Midwest through a mutual friend. So they had come down to visit this mutual friend of ours named Kay. And so Kay got us together. We went out for like pizza and drinks and we just kind of hit it off, And I, am thinking like they're cute and everything, and both of them. And they seem to be thinking I'm cute. So the conversation just kind of heads that direction. And next thing I know, they're like, hey, do you want to like spend some time with us while we're here visiting? We're going to be here for a couple days. And I'm like, yeah, I would like that. And it was pretty apparent, that by spend some time together, that would hopefully lead to some fun. And we proceeded to hang out a lot over the next like day or so. Me and Mrs. Midwest, we're both like content creators. So is our friend Kay. So, we were like having a lot of fun, getting to know each other, making reels together. And then things started heating up a little bit. And the next, we went out at night, we went to the Galleria, and we were just kind of like, I don't know, cuddling, holding on each other, whatever. And I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I can't tonight. I was like, but tomorrow morning, it's on, like Donkey Kong. And yeah, I showed up the next morning, and I'm pretty like brazen. And so I basically was like, here I am, let's go have some fun. And so we did. We all went up to the bedroom. Me, Mr. and Mrs. Midwest. Kay actually ended up coming in the like middle of it, and she also was like having some fun. So yeah, but all those details again would be on my grown-up channel.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
All right, for those of you who recognize her from a previous audit, she is the one who said that she had decided that the best dating experiences she had was dating a couple, and she wanted to be a unicorn. So if you're interested in that audit, I'm going to post the link to that video in the cards right about now. Also, when she says that she'll share the explicit details in her grown-up channel, not that I'm promoting it, I'm just letting you know. In the previous audit, we covered that she is a OnlyFans content creator. And before I start talking about the specifics of her relationship with this couple, let me just say something. This gorilla is no expert by any means on these kind of situations. I can say that I am kind of lucky enough to have met a couple who had a third, i.e. their unicorn, and they told me about it. And to my understanding, from my very limited information about what I've been told about these things, these types of relationships rarely go the distance. As the saying goes, two's companies, three's a crowd. For the most part, they're fun, they're exciting, they're meant to be like a break for the norm for both the unicorn and the couple who's partaking. But eventually, there is a stopping point. I don't know what that stopping point is. It's complicated. There's a reason she calls herself a unicorn, because these things are so rare. I don't think there's even a handbook for this out there anywhere. Now, addressing her experiences directly, she said that the couple that she's with are also content creators, i.e. they also do OnlyFans. And apparently her friend Kay may actually be the same thing. So everything that she said in this video, all this tells me is this is kind of like a repeat of the experiences that some of the old school corn actors actually go through, because that's actually a norm where, since they're already doing it professionally, they kind of like try to bring that to their normal lives. And it's destined to fail spectacularly. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure that the guy in the relationship, and maybe some of my male viewers are thinking, lucky guy, he's getting all this play. Yeah, as long as you keep the fantasy going, but that's all I'm hearing here, that she's just trying to prolong the fantasy. Sweetheart, eventually reality's going to catch up to this fantasy. Yeah, you're going to have a great time, because when this couple goes out with you, they're just living that fantasy out. They're like, hey, there's going to be no arguments, no fights. We're going to go on a date. We're going to do this. Let's go to restaurants. Let's go skydiving. Let's go on a cruise. Let's go on a trip to Europe. Let's do some kind of exciting mini vacay for a couple days to a couple weeks, as long as it keeps that fantasy going. But that's not real life. That's not a real relationship. Those are FWBs at best. And eventually the couple's going to say, hey, you know what? This was fun, but it's run its course. We'll meet up again, but your smashing sessions are going to be fewer and further in between. If anything, this girl is going to guess that this queen is going to get tired of seeing the couple that she's smashing being happy on their own together. And when she leaves them, she's alone. And she's going to decide, well, you know what? I want what she has. I want me a man who's willing to bring in another woman in to join us and make it more spicy, because that seems like the right thing to do. It's all a gauntlet of these fantasies that these women who have issues want to bring to life, thinking that that's going to fix their real lives. But hey, this girl is not a hater though. Enjoy while it lasts. Have all the fun you want. Just know that putting your business out on blast like that is really going to diminish the amount of guys who are going to want to take you seriously there, queen. But have fun. and good luck.
Damn, skip me.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.